Hello everyone, welcome to lesson. In this lesson, we're going to talk about something very, very exciting, which is travels. Los viajes. Los viajes. This is plural, sorry. In English, travels. In Spanish, los viajes. Singular, el viaje. Very well. Let's get started. So, we have el tren, very similar to English, the train, el tren, el coche, the car, el coche, el autobús, the bus. Now, in English, we have, all these rules of pronunciation. Bus, we do not say bus, we say bus. In Spanish, instead, they pronounce generally as they see it written. So, bus, autobús. El autobús. El avión. El avión. The plane, el avión. A pie, on foot. If I say voy a la escuela a pie, that means I go to school by feet, with my feet, using my two little feet, instead of going by bus, con el autobús, by car, con el coche, etc. El hotel. El hotel. Now, this is one of the very few English words that have gone through the Spanish block, let's say, the Spanish wall against foreign words, but it is not pronounced hotel like in English because the H is always silent, and so we have hotel, el hotel. El país, el estado. El país, el estado, which is the country or the state. El pueblo is the village. El pueblo. Pueblo also means the people. La revolución del pueblo, the people's revolution. El pueblo de España, the people of Spain, etc. So it either, which makes sense, when we say the people, we intend, yes, the citizens of a state, but also we intend the lower classes or, that part of the society which is not an aristocrat or a noble or part of a wealthy family. And oftentimes in the past, these people, which make el pueblo, lived in villages. And so, this is why there is a single word for these two meanings. La ciudad. La ciudad is the city. La ciudad. El campo. El campo. That is the countryside. El campo. Lejos de. Lejos de. Far from. And then we have cerca de. Cerca de. Near. In English, we don't put anything else. We say near the store. In Spanish, we have to put de. Cerca de la tienda. Costoso o caro means expensive. They are synonyms. Costoso, caro. Económico, cheap. Económico. Ir en tren. Ir en tren. To go by train. Or ir en coche. To go by car. Ir en coche. Ir a pie. To go on foot. Ir a pie. Ir en autobús. To go by bus. Ir en autobús. This all mean ir en tren, ir en coche, ir en autobús literally means to go in the train, the car, the autobus, which is the bus, which is literally what you do. If you go by bus, that means that you get on the bus and you stay in the bus and you go in the bus. Ir en autobús. A pie is different because, of course, you don't get in your feet. So that is a bit different, but to understand a little bit better how these sentences are built, this literally means to go in the bus. So to go by bus. Ir en avión, same thing. To go by plane, to fly. Ir en avión. Viajar is the verb that means to travel. You have seen at the beginning. Los viajes, el viaje, come from the verb, well, not come from the verb, but they all have the same root as the verb viajar, which means to travel. Conducir. Conducir means to drive. For example, el carnet de conducir is the driver's license. El carnet de conducir. So, conducir means to drive. To drive el autobús, el coche, la moto, which is the motorcycle, etc. Hacer el check-in. Hacer el check-in, literally to do the check-in, so to check in. And hacer el check-out. To do the check-out, so to check out. Divertirse means to have fun. Divertirse. Yo me divierto. That means I am having fun. Divertir alone, without the se at the end, means to make everyone have fun. If I say, me gusta divertir a las personas, that means I like to make other people laugh, to make other people feel good, to make other people feel like they're having fun, you know, it's something like that. Divertir is making other people laugh or having a good time. If I'm having a good time, I say me divierto. If I'm making someone else having a good time, I say yo divierto. I don't know if it's clear. For example, if I work in comedy, I say mi trabajo es divertir a las personas. My job is to make other people have fun. Instead, if I say en mi trabajo me divierto, that means in my job I have fun, which are two different things. I hope it is clear. Anyway, let's see the conjugation for this verb, divertirse, so having fun myself. At the pretérito perfecto, in this case, everything is regular. We have mete, se, nos, os, se. Then we have the verb haber, has, ha, hemos, habéis, han. Everything normal. And then, because it is a verb in I, are, we add ido. So, yo me he divertido, tú te has divertido, él, ella, usted se ha divertido, nosotros nos hemos divertido, vosotros os habéis divertido, ellos, ellas, ustedes se han divertido. Okay, very well. Now, let's go to the imperfecto. Again, very regular. You take away I, are, and you add ia, ias, ia, íamos, iais, ian, and so it becomes yo me divertía, tú te divertías, él, ella, usted se divertía, nosotros nos divertíamos, vosotros os divertíais, ellos, ellas, ustedes se divertían. Perfect. And finally, pretérito indefinido. In this case, we have a little twist. And let's see if you can spot it. I will read the conjugation for you, and let's see. Yo me divertí, tú te divertiste, él, ella, usted se divirtió, nosotros nos divertimos, vosotros os divertisteis, ellos, ellas, ustedes se divirtieron. Have you spotted it? Now, the difference, the little irregularity, is at the third person singular and the plural. And it is this little substitution here. Instead of having se divertió, we have se divirtió. Instead of an I, we have an I. Here as well, instead of se divertieron, we have se divirtieron. And so an I instead of an I. All right, this is the only irregularity of this verb has. Very well. Let's do a bit of practice. Un ejercicio. ¿Cuál ha sido tu viaje favorito? Cuenta qué has hecho. Now, again, I remind you, I'm using ha sido, has hecho, because I don't know when the favorite travel happened. It could have happened this same week. I don't know that, and so I'm using the pretérito perfecto. Now, you can pause the video, give me your answer, talk to me a little bit about your favorite journey, your favorite travel, and I will give you my answer as well in a few seconds. Let's see. So, because I am now speaking, I am the subject, and I'm talking about an action that I performed, I know when that action happened. Therefore, I use the pretérito indefinido because I know it is a travel that happened many years ago. So, mi viaje favorito fue en Noruega. Fui en avión. Es un lugar hermoso con unas vistas estupendas. Hice muchas caminatas por la naturaleza. Let's see, let's translate this a bit. Mi viaje favorito, my favorite journey, my favorite travel, fue en Noruega, was in Norway. Fui en avión, I went by plane. Es un lugar hermoso. It is a beautiful place. I'm using the present here because it is still a beautiful place despite me not being there anymore. So it is a beautiful place con unas vistas estupendas, with some marvelous, beautiful sightseeings. Hice, now I go back to the pretérito indefinido because it is an action that I performed in the past. Hice muchas caminatas por la naturaleza. I did many walkings, literally. I translate literally, then I tell you the, let's say, correct English translation. Por la naturaleza, around nature. So this means I walked a lot in the nature. So I explored a lot landscapes and nature. Naturaleza means nature. So caminata means walkings, and so I did a lot of walks in the around nature. Let's put it that way. Okay, very well. Let's now review very quickly what we learned today. We talked about, hablamos de los viajes, el tren, el coche, el autobús, el avión, a pie, el hotel, el estado o país, el pueblo, la ciudad, el campo, lejos de, cerca de, costoso o caro, económico, viajar, conducir, hacer el check-in, hacer el check-out, divertirse. Very well, perfect. Congratulations, felicidades. This lesson is over. I hope you learned a lot. I hope you did not get confused by all the things I say. Sometimes I think I confuse the students more than I should. But anyway, I hope it was enjoyable, and I hope you had fun. It is surely a very fun and beautiful topic to talk about, travels. All right, see you very soon in our next lesson. Nos vemos muy pronto. Hasta luego. Adiós.